I'll be diving into a part of YouTube, a part of society, a group identity I'm not a part of. This is going to be fat specific content about fat specific people doing fat specific things. That's a lot of fat stuff that I'll be talking about. Typically, the space I see people diving into that they don't belong to is about like women and dating. Like, men will comment on that, but I guess they are a part of it since women are trying to date them, and like fat people are part of society in general. And this is getting too complicated. Forget everything I'm saying. I'm just gonna dive right into the video. I hold a lot of judgment on my face sometimes, so if you get offended by my face, I do apologize. It's just my face. Okay.
Welcome to a day in the life of a fat activist. I start the day off feeding my cat some treats because she needs to know that unless she's fat, I won't love her. Then I took a bath because I am far too lazy to stand and need to preserve all the calories that I can for the day. Then I filmed some TikToks, making sure to glorify obesity and show everyone how cool and trendy it is to be fat. On my way to the doctor's, I stopped at Dunkin' and got...
Bro, I want to know when the joke starts, because it feels like satire. Am I just making shit up right now? Because I'm really trying to understand. But it feels like this is real. Like, this is real shit. Like, this is really how they feel about making their cat fat. And I mean, they're fat activists. What's a fat activist? If someone who fights for fatness? The fat acceptance movement is a social movement which seeks to eliminate the negative view of obesity. Areas of contention including the aesthetic, legal, and medical approaches to fat people. I accept fat people. I'm not against fat people. I'm just against gluttony. I am against self-harm, okay? And not against meaning like, I want you to feel awful about this and I'll make you feel awful about it. No. Not like that, but more of like, I want to make sure that you can be your optimal self. Bell Hooks argues that love is the process of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth, right? For me, when I hear that, I think to myself, okay, bet, I love you even though you are fat, okay? I'm not against your fatness. I love you, but I wouldn't want to be fat like you, okay? And that's not me being fat phobic, okay? That's me being like, if I were to get to that position, I wouldn't feel as if I'm nurturing my spiritual growth in a way that's optimal to myself. If you feel like this is how you're nurturing your spiritual growth, like, period. But we might not be on the same page and this may not work, and I don't want you to feel offended by my beliefs, and I'm not going to feel offended by your beliefs. I'm not going to be like, oh, work out. I mean, like, it might see, these topics are hard to talk about. I'm trying to get you guys educated.
Got the sugariest coffee possible and ate 24 donuts. At the doctor, I made sure he knew that I knew more than him, and I berated him over any medical advice or testing he wanted to do. After that, I headed to my yoga class, where instead of taking the class, I sat in the back and yelled at everyone, telling them to stop exercising and to get fat instead. Because being skinny is bad. Cheers.
Whew.
Stay fat, y'all.
I don't like coffee. This person drank a lot of coffee today, I think. And it just looks like there's a lot of sugar in that shit. I love me some Starbucks caramel crunch, but like not all the time. That shit have me like feeling like a Oompa Loompa when I'm done eating it in one day. I can't have it all the time. I'm not gonna lie, like, fat is nothing wrong if you want to be fat. I don't agree with you if you want to be fat, but if you want to be fat, that's absolutely up to you. That's your right, that's your privilege. But for me, I know how it feels, and it doesn't make me feel good on the inside, It doesn't make me feel good to be like, oh, the reason why I can't fit in my pants because I just had 5 burgers all week. No, it doesn't make me feel good at all, especially if I'm not like, being outside, exercising. If I'm just, honestly, if that happened, if I have a bunch of burgers all the time, I'm depressed.
Yo, what's up, what's not?
good to show off your body and do your thing. That's what I just got from this one. Excuse me. Skinny people show off their bodies all the time. I don't care about this. I just think that nobody should show off their body anymore, including myself. So, yeah.
When I grow up, when I grow up, I wanna be famous, I wanna be a star, I wanna be in movies. When I grow up, I wanna see the world, drive nice cars, I wanna have no.
I've seen some really dope ass fat dancers on TikTok. I don't know what the hell this person is talking about. I just feel as if they need to button their pants. Okay, they need to button their pants, because I don't know where this comes in as part of the routine. Yes, I get it. You're fat. You have a gut that's hanging over. Like, I don't get it. Button your pants, and then I can focus on the routine. Because right now I'm just focused on the fact that your pants isn't buttoned.
Problematic reality star Honey Boo Boo is turning weight loss obsessed.
Eat fried Oreos.
After she goes head to head with Mama June in a fight to get the best bod, after revealing some secrets behind her new slimmed down physique. But is it all as it seems? This is Honey Boo Boo's controversial weight loss workout. The reality star turned to the gym following a heavy past of alleged countless sabotage diets from her own mom and racism allegations.
I don't know what you're talking about over there.
When turning it out at her local gym, taking to TikTok, she shares her fitness journey. In one sesh alone, she includes
20 squats with a 15-pound ball. 4 reps of 10 on the chest press at 40.
and fans swarmed the comment section giving the influencer tips and advice on her weight loss journey. However, some fans were skeptical on how she really lost her weight after she recently admitted she wanted weight loss surgery, and fans slammed the star's potential decision to go through with it. Surgery won't fix lack of motivation, a fan said. Attempting to prove all of her critics wrong, the influencer shares her regular gym sessions on social media.
This served no purpose to me. I don't even know what the hell they just talked about. And 174,000 people like this? Bro, all I heard was she's trying to work out, compete with her mom. Then she got bullied because she was like, I want to do surgery instead. And they're like, motivate yourself. Girl, do what the hell you want. Just, at the end of the day, motivate yourself.
People gotta be upset. You spend your whole life trying not to be a fat bitch because you think it's like the worst thing in the world. And then you see a broad like me, just a big fucking behemoth, living my best life. That's just gotta hurt. People gotta be upset.
Ah! What's going on? Why? I don't know. This don't make no sense. What?
Crazy that you can get away with anything as long as you're gay. Watch this. Slay bitches.
Yeah.
Slay bitch. Slay bitch ass nigga. I'm not gay. I just want to call you a bitch and get away with it.
Like, deadass. You can get away with anything as long as you're queer. If you're queer meaning, let me show you the definition of queer real quick in case y'all don't get it, because some people just don't get it. Queer, not as this umbrella term when talking about gender and sex, but queer as just before gender and sex. Queer was something that is strange or odd, right? Denoting or relating to sexual gender identity is expressed here as well, but typically it's something that's strange or odd. Clearly, heterosexuality and cis-normativity ideas is not aligned with queerness because those are normal. They're not strange. They're not odd, right? And so for me, fatness is queerness, right? Blackness is queerness, and it's typically seen as queer, but that's just because of racism, okay? A lot of lesbian, gays, what else? The list goes on and on. I'm telling you, this list goes on and on and on and on. Those people are queer people, okay? Not because you're fat, not because you're like black, not because you're disabled, not because you're gay. It means that you can get away with shit, okay? If you're fat, that means you're gluttonous. You should like ease up on that shit. If you're someone who's not eating, like you're anorexic, bro, you're sure as hell, I'm about to get so weak in my body. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm not into lying to people at all. Like, no. Tell them the truth. Tell the people the truth.
Whether you want to turn your life around or make excuses and end up eating yourself to death. You got it?
I guess.
You don't want to be under 200 pounds? That's fine. It's not about being at a number. It is about understanding your eating disorder and correcting it. But you put on almost 50 pounds since you're right instead of losing. And you claim that you're not eating very much? Really? So if you're not willing to eat less and you're choosing to overeat, then surgery is not going to change that. And in long term, it's going to fail to do anything for you. Do you look like you are malnourished? You're overeating, and whatever you're overeating, you're torn up. It means the surgery is working to hold you back when you make bad choices. What you're saying is what doesn't make sense. Let me explain something to you.
Dr. Now is the man who always told the truth. He ain't sugarcoating it. He telling you right to your face with all the different ingredients that you can put together and digest that shit, okay? And get all your nutrients. Because sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need someone to be honest with you, let you know that your hair doesn't look good, let you know that, fuck, your teeth is crooked. Your teeth is crooked and you do need to get Invisalign. I mean, the thing that hurts is that like money can get you things, and sometimes people just don't have the money. Sometimes you just don't have the money to get the right food. You don't have the money to go to the gym. You don't have the confidence. You don't have the money. Motivation. Sometimes people think getting money will give them motivation, but rich people are fat sometimes because they can access whatever the hell they want and they don't have to work for it. Like a lot of times when you're poor, you're skinny because you're working for that shit, okay? It's this idea of like food deserts that now people are getting fat. And I feel like that's just an American idea because I'm Jamaican. I grew up in the countryside, so I'm from like the side near Montego Bay, not giving you guys the exact location, but we were never fat, we were fit, we enjoyed the land, we ate the food, all these things. Different cultures and societies are impacted different ways by capitalism and mass production, and at the end of the day, these things are real. It's not a lie. Food deserts are real, but like that doesn't mean that you can't do anything about it. You can absolutely do something about it.
At only 22 years old, Christina Phillips weighed 673 pounds. According to her, she only left the house at 3 a.m. when she was unlikely to see people.
I'm trapped inside this body that I don't want to be in.
With the help of Dr. Now, Phillips had weight loss surgery and experienced a shocking transformation. In fact, her weight loss ended up being so fast and so extreme that the doctor advised her to gain 15 pounds in order to be at a more healthy weight. She told Women's Health that she weighed in at 171 pounds and said, "My life has changed so much since the weight loss. I can do things I never imagined possible. I've been able to try indoor skydiving and I can walk miles without getting tired."
My favorite thing about being fit is just being able to walk easily, to being able to run, being able to just exercise, cook, like stand, all of these things. And this person works so hard to get to a position where they were bedridden to like being able to walk around. That's so powerful, but also you can see how much skin they had left off, and that's because the skin is the largest organ in the body the body has. And again, when you get fat, that shit stretches. It's like when you're pregnant, your stomach stretches, your stomach stretches, your belly stretches, so you get stretch marks. Like, these things are real and affects a lot of different bodies for different reasons. Like, people, I really hope that no one is offended by what I'm saying. I feel like it's best to be honest and be a liar at all times, and sometimes the truth hurts, but the only reason it hurts is because you know that there's something you can do about it and you just aren't doing anything about it, and it sucks. Like, I've been there where I was like, oh, last year I was like, I'm gonna do XYZ so that by this point I could be XYZ, and then I didn't do it, and I'm exactly where I was 2 years ago. So let's be honest with ourselves, and like Mikey says, let's freaking do it. I hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.